Brown 45. Brown 45. Hot, 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 hot.
Of Red Zone football, and I'll see you there for it.
Oh, wait, what happened to commercial free?
That's a whole long story.
Ew.
I didn't see he changed that. Beautiful. Nazario is not here tonight. He is the only one. Coho makes his regular season debut. Nothing happened on Monday to make sure he made his regular season debut. He is a absolute fraud, but we'll get to that later. Week one's in the books. Overall, solid week one of football. We'll go through all the picks later. The hat bet is how I expected. Robert and me are just chasing, and everybody else is staring up at us because you guys don't know ball. That's how it kind of works in the show. But
behind like 2 points. I don't know what you're talking.
You're behind. You picked the Patriots. Sorry. Know your point values. It matters. Well, your quarterback has the same nail tech as Angel Reese, so fuck off. Gel or acrylic. But we're here to talk about football. Football. So, Mark, how are you? You don't have a team. You're similar to me. So, like, our happiness doesn't rise and fall with, like, pathetic franchises mostly on this call. Especially since, like, the year 2000. So, Mark, how are you doing?
Yeah, a lot of my happiness is tied to fantasy football. And I was a big I was all in on Xavier Worthy this year, so my football dreams got crushed very early. So I'm not doing the best. Hopefully it gets better.
Yeah, I had him against Robert. Luckily, I didn't need him. I just needed a kicker that was on waivers that I could have picked up and ended up putting me over the edge. Speaking of Robert, second best game of the weekend went to your team. How are you? You have a quarterback that can throw the ball.
I know. He like flicks his wrist and it goes where it's supposed to. It's incredible. Busy weekend for me, culminating in picking up this little guy. Now that's how my weekend was, and I'm happy for it.
It's a dog.
I just saw stripes. I thought it was like a fancy rock or something. There we go.
Right. There it is.
His fantasy team league gives him rocks for championships. Bar, how are you? Didn't make the show last week, but overall, more stressful game than expected in week one than I guess you expected. But overall, how are you doing?
Give me 1 second.
That's disgusting. If you do that again, I'll throw up live on golf.
Could have just went red for a second. I'd be scared.
Yeah, that was
State Farm. It's fine.
Doing good. Especially knowing the situation we're in next week and what the team we're playing looks like right now. Feeling even better, honestly.
You'll buy $1 billion. I just want that other buy a fucking billion. The two best friends that anybody can have in the most mediocre fucking division now in football, apparently. We have Killed Coho, winner of Monday night. How are you doing?
Good. I believe in JJ McCarthy. Good game. Good week of football. Overall, believe too much in the Patriots. That sucked. But otherwise, I believed in the Steelers, and I was right. And that felt good. That was a good pick.
fair. That's fair. What's up, Scully? How are you doing? You missed
Well-
Crochet fucking dealing in Sacramento. I'll just say that. You should have turned it over. We were having a great time.
I mean, it's like turning down a date with a beautiful woman to just get punched in the face by some hairy dude in the back alley.
Oh, Dave?
Shut the fuck up. I can't do. I have such a headache right now. I feel like DJ Moore post game. That's literally what I feel like right now. So I've had better days, but at least I hope this is the most painful part of the season. It probably won't be, but hey, you know what? I've been doing this for 20 years. What's a 21st going to do besides maybe kill me? Which at this point, after the amount of Tylenol I've taken today, RFK says that's going to give me rats in my brains, and I'm okay with that.
That's a different podcast, buddy. Go to that show about those things. But anyways, I do want to start. I think last night is an important place to start in the NFL. Few things. I know a man with a creepy mustache will start yelling obscenities at me at any point because he can't be handled when logic is thrown in his way. But I just think if we're overreacting week one, not saying it's set in stone. If the Packers don't sleepwalk to the division, I don't know what's happening. There has to be some injuries because garbage time touchdown against the Lions at the end. That game was completely in hand from jump go. They shut them. You can call it offensive coordinators. You can show the weapons are still there. The players are still there. The offensive there's some all the center is questionable. We've learned that, but overall weird. And the garbage fest that was on Monday night, which made a compelling football game. Two garbage teams that can just slice and dice each other. There's a lot of question marks on that team as well. Both those teams. I think the Packers are probably the most complete. Am I completely out of my mind to say that? Discuss.
I mean, I'll go first, I guess. Let's get this out of the way now. I don't think it's an overreaction. They were the best team, probably one of the best teams in the league over the weekend. Complete performance from start to finish, just dog walked the Lions from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. So I think all four teams still have question marks. I mean, I still do. I still think there's questions about the strength of schedule. I predicted before the start of the season that this division wouldn't have a team that won more than 11 games. And that was for a reason. It's because all four still, while they're still talented, have things to work on. There's going to be adjustment periods for all four teams, and they all have to face the NFC East, and they all have to face the AFC. North? They all have to face the AFC North. As for Monday, I mean, look, what can you say really? I'm not really concerned much about the Bears defense. It was missing arguably its top three players. And up until the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter, they were doing a phenomenal job. Nashawn Wright gave up a couple big plays and then had the PI, but then he had the pick six. And then he promptly tore his ACL afterwards. So that's kind of a microcosm of how the night went for us. Offense didn't play very well. A lot of, before short stack starts yelling, there was a lot of bullshit penalties. But there was also a lot of pre-snap issues for the Bears that they had to work on. And as for J.J. McCarthy, I think he had a great fourth quarter, but, dude, he has a lot of stuff to work on if the Vikings are even going to sniff where they were last year. Because what Dennis Allen was throwing at him, coverage-wise, he was lost out there.
Anybody else want to take it, or you guys think I'm right and move on?
So the microcosm, when Scully said it was a microcosm of the day, I thought he was going to say a microcosm of his Bears fandom, because that sounded about right. Like, how it would go. If you would have said that, I wonder what the prop bet was to have JJ McCarthy have a longer rush than Caleb Williams. I bet that would have been a good like bet to make. That was nuts. I was surprised that fucking happened.
It was a phenomenal play call too. Phenomenal.
Cody, I think you're right. If you told me like in 2 weeks, like the Packers traded for like Jacoby Myers, I'd be like, just cut it off. Like put the Eagles and the Packers in the NFC Championship game, and let's move the fuck on with the rest of the schedule. That's basically the only thing they need. They need another body out there to catch passes, and if they can figure that out, it's pretty much done. As Scully said, every other team has stuff to work on. Lions are very far behind, and these two teams are at least a step below. And it's not like anything bad to say. It's just the Packers have elevated themselves that way. So you're right.
I did not get to watch the game. I had to wake up super early today, so I decided to chase my sanity and go to bed.
I'm not your boss. You don't have to justify why you didn't watch the game.
But having seen
Yeah.
clips, I'm leaning towards agreeing with Cody. This is starting. It's only week 1, sure, but it's starting to feel like a few years ago when everyone was looking at the AFC West and be like, "Wow, this is going to be like the best division in football," and then the Chiefs just utterly ran away with it. Because I feel like a lot of the teams in the NFC North were getting a lot of hype coming out of the offseason. And then we saw everyone play, and we all went, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a little curious to see how the Lions respond next week. I mean, it can only get better. It can't get any worse. Because at least last year they started out slow, but they at least looked better in that week 1 than they looked in this week 1. Because it looked like they didn't know they were supposed to play a football game that day. Like there's just something wrong there. I just have to believe there's more there after they won 15 games last season. I understand they lost some pieces, but I just think there's probably some. I'm curious how they're going to look after a few more weeks. The rest of that, like, yeah, sure. I mean, the Vikings, they still got like some quarterback issues they got to work through. And the Bears, I was watching that game. I see them miss that field goal, and I was thinking, I could see them losing it from here. There's something just kind of made me feel like after that missed field goal, like it just things can go awry. And what do you know, they did. And just the wind shifted. So we'll see what happens. But I think you are close to being right than wrong. Yeah.
So I think the Packers right now look like the best team in the division for sure. When it comes to the Packers, I've seen that a lot, where they look like the best team in the division, get into the playoffs, and then they choke. That's the NFC North in a nutshell. But I think that the Vikings are going to get better week to week. I think this is a game. I think that's a game where in real time you watched all of them come alive as the game went on and got into I watched JJ McCarthy become a better quarterback over the course of 4 quarters than I saw Caleb Williams become a better quarterback over the course of 18 games. And that's crazy to me. I thought McCarthy really looked great in the 4th quarter. And I think he looked rough to start. He looked great by the end. I think that the Bears, it's a story as old as time. I think Ben Johnson's going to prove to be a better coordinator than a coach. I think he coached that game pretty poorly situationally. I think there are a lot of moments that there's a lot of room for him to get better, and I think he will because he's a smart guy. But I just think that's a rough first game. And I think for the Lions, they're exactly what I said they'd be. They were playing like the lights were on and no one's home. There's no one running that ship except for a really good motivational speaker who doesn't know ball. And that's who Dan Campbell is. Dude can't coach. He's a really good locker room speech. And that's what the Lions look like. So that's what the Lions are going to be all year. I think the Bears can get better. I think the Vikings will get better. And I think the Packers are right.
Can I just
no, hold on.
here?
I waited everybody's turn. Well, you got 30 seconds.
Fine. The fact that you think McCarthy got better through the course of 4 quarters than Caleb got better from beginning of season end last year is ridiculous. McCarthy, passing yards, he had more penalty yards by our defense than passing yards in that game. I need you to get this through your thick skull because there's so much room for improvement for J.J. McCarthy.
I'm not saying he's a perfect quarterback.
If a team goes a full quarter without getting a defensive penalty, they are going to be toast. Now, he can get better. I'm not disputing that. But right now, it's going to be a long stretch of him facing tough defenses that will know how to attack him with Christian Darrisaw out.
If he plays as well as he did in the fourth quarter over the course of the full game, everything.
Just shut the fuck up. Just run your no. I gave him 30, but you had the last time before Scully Green bubble. Shut up. What I'm saying is, I've watched J.J. McCarthy play in Michigan. He definitely has a winning mentality. That is a part of him. He has the brain. The thing that he is lacking is the skills to be the quarterback that he needs to be. In a tough situation, over-the-head throws, deep passes, he does not have. He doesn't have it. He has never shown it. He showed that horrible pass interference that the ball was underthrown that hit the defender in the asshole before the player could even get to his hands. He has no range. If the secondary was awake at all for that Aaron Jones touchdown, should have been a jump ball. It literally, the slowest ball ever arrived in his hands. He's like, oh shit, I have it, and I got it in the end zone. He can run really well. He's got that playman situation. What I will tell you is Caleb Williams, 18 games. He ain't it. He ain't it. He ain't going to be it. He holds the ball way too long. He's going to kill his receivers. He is fast. He's elusive. He can do those things. DJ Moore's going to be in a hospital bed. Fucking Dunze is going to be in a hospital bed. He gives them the dead middle of the field, coming at him, just throws it right where he doesn't need to throw because he holds it too long. His awareness is not there. If those articles that came out later about all of his attitude stuff is if 10% real, that's a worry. And what is going to be a constant question, it's going to be a constant glooming doom over the entire situation. It happens. It's probably the most true story that has ever happened in the NFL. A coach takes over an organization with a quarterback that they didn't pick. That is not my guy. I did not pick that guy. I don't want that guy. He looked miserable. Ben Johnson looked miserable on the sidelines. Absolutely 1,000% miserable. The only problem that I have with co-host stance is J.J. McCarthy's going to get better over time. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's absolutely true because you are going to face harder opponents. If the Bears are the benchmark, you're going to get destroyed when you go to a good – because you claim this offensive line. I didn't love the offensive line on week one.
We didn't have Darrisaw, to be clear.
I did not open this for discussion. That's crazy. I'm saying the offensive line did not look great. There's a lot of questions that are there. And that's week one. Injuries are going to come. You've got some guys that are injury-prone players on that offensive line, so we'll see what overall takes. Also, Bears organization, last thing I'll say. If you don't have a fucking kicker that can kick 50 yards, why the fuck's he on your team? The one thing you couldn't do last night is to kick it to a person. You would have been better off kicking it out of bounds.
That was the part I couldn't understand.
And starting at the 40. You needed it with 50 seconds left. That's what you needed, and you didn't do it. And then you did this.
And then they cut.
And then you cut straight to Ben Johnson, and he's just
I was about to say, and he looked so pissed off.
And then the interview has the audacity. This is why I couldn't be a head coach, because I would have left that podium and grabbed that reporter and killed him with my bare hand. Did you tell him to kick out of the end zone? The fucker, of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
I'm Ben Johnson.
Oh, they are melting down, guys. They are melting down.
Okay, 10
Yankee-
seconds.
Okay,
10 seconds to respond to one thing.
what?
Almost 100% of the QB sacks and QB pressures came from the left tackle position, which was not Christian Darrisaw last night. Our rookie, Donovan Jackson, had 0 QB pressures on the left guard spot.
Okay, you're done.
Just say.
My next point. Congratulations. The AFC has been decided. It's going to be the Baltimore Ravens versus the Bills. That I've watched a lot of football in my time. That game was everything that we tune in on a Sunday night for. Now, there are a lot of question marks overall. But here's my thing. The NFC is decided, in my eyes. Is decided. It's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles and whoever fucking emerges from the North, in my personal opinion. I think the rest of the things are asshole. I do. The Bucks, sure, they could possibly show up and get together. That might have a better shot. But I think tough-nosed football, it's coming from the North, and it's either probably going to be Packers or Lions, in my opinion. Sure, JJ could shock the world and go 14-3. I've been wrong about that team before. But the AFC is a fucking juggernaut, but I think the juggernauts are 100% who they are. Like, I think it is the Baltimore Ravens or Buffalo Bills. I think they're just step above everybody. It's crazy. I think there's problems when the fucking team, they do not know how to. They put slam on that e-brake so quick when they have a 15-point lead. They're fucking. We're coasting. What do you want for dinner tonight? What the fuck? How do we get here? It was laughable. If you take that anybody, Ravens fans were down bad. If you take away that punch, away that punch, Henry fucking had you in that game. Was the reason you were leading in that game. Like, Henry was a man against women's boys.
Usually is.
The defenses are questionable overall. They're scary. But am I wrong? Is there another team out there besides those two teams that are going to represent them in the Super Bowl? I'm curious.
I highly doubt it. The only other team, at least looking at week 1, the only other teams that could do it are the Steelers and the Chargers. But I don't believe that either of them are as close as Baltimore and Buffalo. Baltimore, you did the thing. You did the thing. You did the thing where you had a double-digit lead and like a 99% like winning and just letting it all go because you got too comfortable. You got real conservative with your play calling, and you just Derrick Henry does not normally fumble a ball like that, but it happens to literally every player at least once. But
Pause real quick. Scully, please tell me you're watching this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Go ahead, Robert. You were going to talk.
I assume we'll get into this because we'll probably get into something Aaron Rodgers-y related. But the Steelers don't have a left tackle, which is bad. And they don't have all the people they paid don't want to play defense, except for like Jalen Ramsey, sort of. So I will.
DJ.
He didn't get any. He couldn't get what he needed to get. Like he's getting paid like a dude who should.
You see him kill Justin Fields when he didn't have the ball?
Yeah, but that
so
JJ even got on to him about biting on the break and contain when they saw Justin Fields all year and they know the one thing he does. So TJ's fine, but he's also kind of dumb, which is bad.
He's a Watt brother from Wisconsin. It happens.
It's true.
The same thing.
I didn't want to admit that the Chargers might be that. But if this is the Herbert it is, and the defense is because they have in the AFC, they probably have the best defense. they might have a shot. And then Kansas City, when they get Rashid Rice back, they'll probably be fine. But you know,
I
the
don't
Buffalo. What?
I don't want to take this off a thing. I have no problems with the Chiefs' offense. Motherfucking defense is horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible.
that's fair. They couldn't stop Justin Herbert.
They were 5 feet from every receiver on the field.
I really didn't understand.
Quentin Johnson was able to catch footballs, and so was Grandpa Keenan Allen.
Quentin Johnson had like one of the best weeks for receivers.
Fucking like redemption.
This was the best week of his life.
He's really good when he's wide open.
Well, he's just
when
going to be like,
nobody,
guys,
when there's nobody around him. He's got like a garage style opening around him. He can catch passes.
The release, they said they literally released the tape. They're like, hey, release that tape of him dropping those balls. Just like release them because we're going to fucking shock the world that he learned how to catch. Like, it was that thing about one of the receivers. Jamar Chase, when he entered the NFL, the college, it was like, oh, he can't, he's confusing the balls. He's not being able to catch them. At first week, he gets like 3 touchdowns. He's like, oh, no, die, Detroit, just kill them.
I don't think there are any other teams who can match the offensive firepower that the Bills and the Ravens possess. Because here's the thing. I think the Bills and the Ravens both have very good defenses. These are 2 very good defenses. It's just that Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, these are the 3 of the best players in football right now who can literally move mountains whenever they want to. At will, Josh Allen just literally turned into a third gear in those final 3 drives that got them to the win. They even and I missed all this because I like a dumbass went to bed when it was 40-25.
You idiot!
Oh, look who's talking. And
Grandpa,
I don't go to bed.
Grandpa, don't say anything. Grandpa, calm down, Grandpa.
Anyway, I don't think anyone can catch them. I think even if the Steelers, the Chiefs, the Chargers, Texans, whoever, even on their best days, they cannot match what those 2 teams bring to the table on offense. They just can't.
Cody, can I interject 2 things real quick? Just 2 things. Okay.
Sure. I let these 2 idiots inject, so of course we can.
Bills, they need to get their secondary healthy before I will admit they have a good defense. That's kind of their problem. I'm not saying Lamar couldn't get them, but that's the thing. And I did the Lamar's the problem thing last week. I think it's a John Harbaugh thing. I've decided it's a John Harbaugh thing now. That's his problem.
Mark?
Yeah, I was going to simply say I think every other team you mentioned, like the Broncos, the Chargers, the Steelers, all of those guys will lose a competitive divisional round playoff game in January to one of those. To honestly, one of those 2, probably still the Chiefs team. They'll still do it. The Chiefs will, because even if they turn into all offense like they used to be, they were still a really good team. They just weren't a championship team. So they'll still at the worst be the 3rd best team in the AFC. Yeah. In a way, it makes the AFC not fun to watch. But hey, we'll still be here for it.
Cole, did you say anything?
Not yet. I just have seen this movie before. This is exactly how 2 years ago started, where everyone was like, it's the Bills or the Ravens, and they're going all the way, and it's over. And the Chiefs have a terrible room of wide receivers. Mahomes can't throw to anyone. He's throwing to MVS. He's throwing to Juju Smith-Schuster. He's got no one to throw to, and he has no defense. The Chiefs are fucked. And then the Chiefs went all the way, 3 seed, beat the Bengals and Bills and Ravens all in a row to get 2
Dolphins, not the Bengals.
So I'm just saying, I think that the Chiefs are always going to be a better team in the playoffs than they are in the regular season. And the Ravens and the Bills are always going to be better teams in the regular season than they are in the playoffs. It's just who they've always been.
Go ahead, Mark. You never talk. So if you're holding your hands up, I just want you to be able to talk.
I was going to say I was behind Coho. until he said they didn't have a good defense. They had a really good defense 2 years ago.
Sure.
That kept them in games. So
The fact of the matter,
that's
so. I live in Chiefs Kingdom, so everybody is like Mahomes. They all talk like Kermit the Frog. They all wear way too many headbands. All I'm saying is, for 2 years ago, no Chris Jones, no Travis Kelce. They lost to the Detroit Lions on Thursday night by 1 point. It was 21-20, and they're like, "Uh-oh." Watching that game and watching this game, I had money on the Chiefs to win. So I'm being very crucial, very focused, when it was so they couldn't get the ball going. I think for the first time in a really long time, Mahomes looked better on offense than he has in a really long time.
Yeah.
Like they couldn't get stuff going, but there were like some miscommunications. But he hit a deep ball. He hit Kelsey down the stream. Like they were making moves. This team has huge issues that they haven't addressed now for 2 years. This team, when they get in within the 20s, they can't put it into the red zone. They have no red zone offense. They struggle to get it across. They don't have running backs or push to get through to drive it home. They are so bunched up that they can't get breakaway from there. This team, the biggest problem on Thursday or Friday was their defense was lost. Like I said when it was 20-30, I said it doesn't even matter if the Chiefs come back right now. It makes no sense if they can't stop Herbert right now. They just can't stop him. Lad McConkey at one point caught a ball and laid on the ground, and it took 2 seconds for a Chiefs defender to come tag him. Like, he could have gotten up and probably ran for 5 yards, but he laid there thinking people were around him. No one was home. They were all gone. Scary. It was a scary sight, and that's a question mark. And the last time I checked, I don't think they have any real secondary injuries that I was at least know of or something. But it's scary. It is real bad. So that's my thing. Another run. Gosh, thank you so much. 9 runs in the 7th. Which team? I'm going to give you 3 teams. Has a better shot of making a deep run in the playoffs and making the playoffs. You can argue it however you want. Everybody was high on the Broncos. Struggled against the Tennessee Titans. Pittsburgh Steelers was in a duel against Justin Fields. Los Angeles Rams hits contest with the Houston Texans. So of those 3 teams that I gave you, you get to pick one, argue the side of which that team. Now, I did give you 2 AFCs and 2 NFCs, so I understand the argument that the hardest thing, but you can just make it on this season. Which team can have a higher seed this season overall? Go ahead. Whoever wants to go.
I'm going to go with the Rams. The Rams tend to start slow. Their defense is still fucking scary. That D-line is crazy good. And as I said, they tend to start slow.
So why did I get
okay?
I tried to mute myself. I was on the other button, so I'm dying over.
And so I think Stafford is still kind of wincing a bit, but I think that things will pick up for the offense as the season goes on. So yeah, I would probably pick the Rams.
As the resident Rams truth teller here, they're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to make a deep playoff run because this team is good. Stafford looked like he had no back.
Well, of course you're going to the playoffs. Look at their division.
Stafford looked really good on Sunday. He got in that pocket and he was putting the ball exactly where it needed to be every single time. Puka is elite and played great. And that defense.
How many points did they score on Sunday?
14. That's all they needed to do. They were up against one of the best pass rushes in fucking football with the Texans, and the Texans couldn't stop them. So I think Stafford played really good against a defense that I think everyone expected to kill him, and I think that was the big test. And I think the offense was clicking really well. I think the defense played great. I think the Texans are a really good week one show where you're at team to play because they're not bad. They're not I don't think the Texans are going to be great for another year or two, but they have a lot of potential with a lot of high upside. So to see them come out and put up a good effort on defense, and the Rams held up really strong. So I think the Rams are going to be a really strong playoff contender this year.
I hate to agree with those two, but purely because of how good that defense is, I think the Rams have the best chance to do so. And when I look at this, I think about, hey, who is going to win a wild card game? Because if you're the Steelers or the Broncos, odds are you're walking into probably Kansas City or Houston or maybe even Baltimore or Buffalo. You're walking into one of those four cities, stadiums, trying to win a game in January. With the Rams, you really only have it's like when you're in a zombie apocalypse. You don't have to be the fastest runner. You just can't be the slowest runner. And in the NFC West, it's all about being not the slowest runner. Crystal's defense is legit. They had C.J. Stroud in hell all day long. They could get no rhythm on offense. I think that defense will single-handedly carry them to a plus record this season. I think there are still question marks about both the Steelers and the Broncos. Broncos on offense, Bo Nix didn't look great on Sunday. Made a lot of weird throws that he wasn't making last year, so that was interesting. And the Steelers played a kind of a beleaguered Jets defense, so I'm interested to see how they do against some tougher competition.
I will actually kind of go different here for a lot of the same reasoning Scully brought up. I would actually go with the Broncos here. I think that defense is the real deal. I mean, I know, and even I know Peyton knows Sean Payton knows they're the real deal. He let Bo Nix, possibly try. He gave him the opportunity to try to seal up that game. They were within the 50, and he's like, yeah, I don't give a shit because my defense is gonna lock up Cam Ward. It's not I'm not even worried that he's gonna get a touchdown on this drive. It doesn't matter. And I mean, you mentioned that they got to go into one of these places, but I've seen Lamar Jackson get locked up under good defense in a playoff game before. I've seen that before. I'm not it wouldn't shock me if Denver just puts up a really good defensive effort and just keeps that Ravens offense to 17 points or whatever, and they could pull out a slight win. And yeah, Bo Nix still not the greatest, but he really just needs to be a little bit better. If he's a little bit better, they could probably contend at least for that division and at least win some tough games down the stretch.
That's fair. If I'm given the choice of Matt Stafford or Bo Nix right now as to who I trust to win me a playoff game, at the moment I'm taking Matt Stafford until Bo Nix can show me he can be a little bit more consistent.
I do think Bo Nix is going to be one of those quarterbacks that takes time to warm up before it's sort of like Jordan Love.
Here's my only thing about that. My only thing with Stafford is I'm not fully buying into the health right now, just because he looks healthy now, but it's a long football season. If he goes down, that's Jimmy Garoppolo throwing passes. And all of a sudden, that offense is dead, and they could probably still win games off of that defense. But you already have this really good conductor of this train with Stafford, and you're gonna be struggling to put up 13 points a game, if he were to ever go down.
Cody, who was the other NFC team you mentioned? Because I think I skipped out a little bit.
No, it was just the Rams, Steelers, and Broncos.
Oh, just those three? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm in agreement with Mark. Puka almost got his head taken off. And what happens to the Rams if Stafford's gone and Puka's gone? They are kaputskis. And like I disagree a bit with Scully's proposal. I agree it's probably the Broncos, although the Steelers did get Jabril Peppers today. Hooray for us. But like if the Broncos are the 5 seed, let's say they don't win the division. I would say they're the 5 seed. They probably go into Houston round 1 or whoever wins the AFC South. I would put my money probably.
Sorry, I watched
the Colts showed some signs of life.
Yeah. The Colts defense is actually like not bad. Honestly, I know the
Well,
Dolphins
are they not bad, or is the Dolphins offense?
We'll see this week when they play
Denver. And we'll find out this week when Pats go to Miami.
Yeah, that's what happened. So I would say I would trust Bo Nix and Sean Payton to be able to rouse up a victory against Houston. Now everybody always says that, and then Houston ends up winning. But in these scenarios with these choices, if that happens and then they go to like Buffalo or Baltimore, I trust maybe not with Buffalo, but I trust Mark's scenario with Baltimore because it's Baltimore. And the Denver defense is like the most legit defense in the AFC, probably right now.
You're all so stupid. There's only one coach. There's only one coach that makes the playoffs. And has a winning record every year, and that's motherfucking Mike Tomlin. And let me tell you, watching Aaron Rodgers fucking dice on Sunday was beautiful.
Are they gonna have a running game, Cody?
There's problems. We'll address the problems at the trade deadline. All right, calm down. We got this. But I'm telling you, he rolled back the clock. And I said this when they were trying to throw him out. He wasn't an issue. He wasn't bad. He just didn't have protection or anything in a team that actually trusted. The Jets organization has been cursed since they let that lawnmower kill that fan during the halftime show in like the 70s. Like that's something you can't relive. Like how does the Jets? How do they get that fan stuck on the flag? Like no other organization does that, but they pull up the biggest flag in the NFL, 100 yards, and a person gets stuck on the top of it.
I have no idea how that happens.
That's the most Jet thing I've ever heard in my life. That team is fucking cursed. Last point before we get to picks. Okay? I'm gonna let this be like a free flow. Like you guys kind of throw away your like hot topic. Mine is right now. I just want this on the record. You're going to take your hot minute to talk about like the thing from the NFL we didn't cover right now to talk about stuff moving forward. If you don't have one, you can skip. The Giants, it does not matter who is under center. Okay? I just want this on the record for everybody right now. I know these sweaty Italian meat Goombas that are up in New York that are so angry about like, well, Volpe dropped the pass and did some bullshit. Give me Jackson Dodge. Listen, doesn't matter. You Goombas, you morons. Watch tape from him at Ole Miss. He'll die on that field. But let me tell you, this is a personnel problem. This is not a Russell Wilson problem. Show me on the doll who hurt you. It does not matter. Your offensive line is shit. Abdul Carter's out there thinking he's playing 2K. Like, he boxed out. He closed out on a quarterback. I've never seen it in my life. I've played the sport. I've never seen. No, put your arm down, you more crazy. It does not matter. The Giants are bad. You need to just tank. You can get an actual good quarterback out there. I understand if you want to see him. Put him out there. Dart will be a lot of fun for 4 games. And then he's going to be in concussion protocol.
So will Cam Scatterboo. So will Cam Scatterboo.
Oh, that dude's dead. Dead in 3 more weeks. He's dead. But mid-level SEC quarterbacks have brain trauma. they're not going to live to it. Will Levis, last one that I can remember. So that's my thing. They can cry and say, "Oh, Wilson's so bad." Yeah, so is Jackson Dart will also be bad. He will be very bad. It's just how it is. Just who it's good. It doesn't matter at this point. Giants are a relevant franchise.
What they should do is they should just throw Jameson. At least he'll be fucking fun to watch. At least I will love watching Jameis throw it for 600 yards a game and complete
Is
maybe
this your
10 of the passes.
Is this your minute rant?
No, that's it. I just want to see
Do
Jameis.
you want to go for your minute rant?
Sure. I'll go for a rant. I guess. Put it on the clock, I guess.
Do you want me to
I
go
think
somebody
it's-
else? Do you not have it?
You know what? Yeah, someone else can go for now.
Yeah, that's when you shoot too early.
What if somebody takes it from you?
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll-
that's gonna be.
I
He
can
didn't
pivot.
have it. He didn't have it to begin with.
Oh,
I can pivot.
I know the man. Okay, he's got flashbanged. He didn't. He was jumping. Anybody want to rant? If you don't, we can skip the picks. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm not
I
putting
got-
you on-
I'll do something.
Okay.
We're getting to a scenario now. Unfortunately, the person who's the fan of this team is not here. But I think we're starting to get to a point where the year from hell for the 49ers, no matter the schedule, is starting to bleed over into this year. Because we did not get through one game. Kittle, gone. Now, Tonjes, he might be
It's like this
something.
every.
I know, but this is the thing where we were looking at the schedule like, oh, they could compete, win this division or whatever. But Brock Purdy shoulder issues. We're thinking about Mac Jones. Like, we have a game coming up that they should definitely win, but I feel very not discontented about it because stuff's going wrong very quickly, and it's going to go left turn.
I just want to say the amount of people in our group chat that were just showing, "Oh, Purdy, good job, you're $54 million Purdy." I'm sorry, he was at least trying to put that team in positions to try to win. He was dropping the ball in spots that I would want my quarterback to fucking do. Like, sure, he gave up 2 picks, but he was trying to force the situation because overall he knew
Look
what
who
he
he's
had a
trying to
kicker.
throw to.
He didn't have receivers, and he tried to throw it to a kicker. He knew the kicker couldn't get the ball, so he's forcing in spots he didn't have. But to finish with his pass line, if you're a team looking at that, I'm not mad by it. Like, I think that's just a huge overreaction by Purdy because of the money attached to his name.
Because he's Mr. Irrelevant, and people still can't get over the fucking fact that he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. I would take him. There's no question. All right. Anybody else want to rant?
I got a quick one. There were 18 other NFL teams that could have drafted Emeka Ibuka. And now he is going to be the reason the Tampa Bay Buccaneers make a deep playoff run because that motherfucker is the truth. Did you all see in the huddle where Mike Evans was like, yeah, he was calling for the ball on that last play. He told me to sit the hell down and let him catch the ball on that play. He's like, I'm going for 6 on this play. And Baker lets it fly right into his hands. I mean, this guy's going to be an absolute superstar in the league, I think, for years to come. He's going to make Chris Godwin irrelevant on that team.
It's the 2 Ohio State players that went to the teams that should never let them happen. Justin Simmons going to the Chiefs are going to be literally first year going to be the other fucking right tackle is a fucking irrelevant Goomba that how is he even still in the league doing so many false starts. But Simmons on the left is going to be absolutely insane for years with Patrick Mahomes and fucking Ibuka horrible and fucking falling to gunslinger fucking Baker Mayfield. Congrats, like. Dude's gonna be a 1,200 yard receiver for the next.
Baker had a pretty rough game, unless
he was the saving grace. Yeah. Anybody else?
Here's what I'll say. The Jaguars. I think they played pretty good. I don't see what they're doing with Travis Hunter yet. I don't think they themselves know what they want to do with Travis Hunter yet because they had him taking snaps and he didn't do much of anything in week 1. So I think as fun as it is to see him play both sides, and I would love to see him go full bore on both sides of the ball one time, and really focus on him, it's not going to happen. So they need to commit to one side of the ball for him for now and make him really give him the reps to be their focus player in one of those areas. Whether that's receiver or corner, I don't care. Just pick one and let Travis Hunter cook because he is way too good to put up that stat line in week 1.
Two things. One, he was coming off a 10-day of doing no football basically activities because he had an upper body injury, so they were only going to play selective plays on DB and be a full-time wide receiver. Two, he's a fucking moron. NFL players make way more money being a wide receiver, so be a wide receiver and stop being a DB. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Two, you're undersized to be a DB, so you're just going to get completely trucked off the line every time you face a bigger receiver. 4, Trevor Lawrence still looks like fucking asshole. Thank you so much. Really good.
He looked fine.
19 for 31, 178 yards, a touchdown, and 1 interception. Please
Against
don't
the
tell
worst.
me. Against the worst secondary.
Against a Panthers defense that is literally 33 mice in 11 trench coats.
Sorry.
Listen. He didn't even get sacked once. And he put up that sideline. So the pressure wasn't even fucking there. Just stop.
Generational
What
quarterback.
does he owe you? What does he have on you? Does he have nudes of you that he's gonna leak if you don't stop defending it? Like, what are we doing here?
He looks fine. I don't know. He's gonna be good.
He does not look fine.
He looks fine.
Brock Purdy was getting.
I think it's weirder.
Brock Purdy was getting murdered for his performance on Sunday versus Trevor Lawrence. They won past.
It is weirder for how much you hate him than anyone defensive. I think
that's very on brand for me. I pick a take and I run it into the ground. Have you met me?
That's fair.
Thank you. Mark, do you have one?
Yeah, why not? I got one.
Oh, sexy.
We were sitting here not that long ago thinking, hey, who's going to be the worst team in football? And it just showed itself very clearly, in the 1 o'clock window, because it's, it said, hey, do you have a hot take sort of? I'm going to say we are going to have our first coaching fire before October. It's happening in the first couple weeks. Mike McDaniel is fucking gone by week 5.
And somehow Chris Greer will still be there.
The Dolphins easily look like the worst fucking team in football. They let Daniel Jones drop 33 on their fucking head. It was 30-0 for the majority of that game. Up until the last 6 minutes, it was 30 to fucking 0. It's crazy how you think they're going to make changes to the offense because everybody plays cover 2 against them to do. And what do you know? Cover 2 pretty much help the Colts lock up that whole thing. Just they need to blow the shit up. This experiment is over. Just sell Tyreek Hill. Honestly, Tyreek Hill might be a Chief by mid-October because they're fuck it. Let's just try to get something. Sell Waddle for something. Maybe hold on to Achane and send Tua off on an ice float or something. Because it's fucking over.
Trade Achane while his value's high because he got banged up during the preseason.
Mike McDaniel is such a great offensive coordinator for the Lions.
So the funny thing is, he does this thing. Did you hear him in the post-game interview? Where he's so what do you think when you end up turning the ball over, it comes in bunches? How do you think that? He goes, I turn it over in bunches? That's crazy to say. I was like, buddy, were you watching the game? Tua. We were I don't know if you knew, but there's these things called cameras in the arena, and we all saw it. Every one of us saw it.
Who was the Colts player who was interviewed? Was oh yeah,
had the seizure?
No.
Did the seizure celebration? Crazy.
No. Well, yes, that, but no, there was the other dude who said, yeah, all we had to do was take away Tua's first read, and it was kind of easy after that.
Also, Coho, defend the line where you can spit on a player and stay in the game. Just real quick.
Okay. That's a great choice for me to rant on. I'm so
Oh my god,
I'm so
that is not going to happen for me.
No. Hold on. I am so confused about the reffing that I saw this fucking weekend because Jalen Carter gets spit at by Dak Prescott, which we didn't know until later. Whatever.
Crazy.
Take that
One
out
of
of
the
that, by the way.
craziest TV broadcast choices of all time. 3 hours later in a lightning delay. And by the way, Jack spit. Wait, what?
So like, we can take that entire thing out of it if we want. Whatever.
Can I just
Jalen Carter,
10 seconds?
No,
no, shut the fuck up, bitch. Jalen Carter.
Whoa. Technical.
Jalen Carter is a fucking idiot for doing it. Correct.
This is true.
The very first thing you do, spit, it hits him. Ejection. Ridiculous. When the next day, Travis Kelce gets open palm slapped like he's Chris Rock at the Oscars, and they don't throw the guy's ass out of the game. Makes no sense.
And then he dictates the game twice after that, which is really funny.
It makes no sense to me.
That same hand came in handy twice after that.
That further makes my point though, is there's no consistency game to game on what we're calling ejections for this year. Because the spitting, to me, sure, disrespectful, unsportsmanlike. I would have given him the unsportsmanlike conduct and the fine. I would not have thrown his ass out of the game unless he did it again. If he does it twice, then you throw him out. But spitting on the first play of the game this is taking Dak's entire antagonism out of it. I still wouldn't have ejected him for that. I think that's a stupid thing to do.
Here's my take. You had 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay. I love how Dak came out after the game and was like, yeah, I wasn't spitting at him. I spit on every field. And I'm like, you spit on your every opponent's field? How disrespectful, bro.
That was stupid.
That is the oldest rant I've ever heard. Have you ever seen kids just spit everywhere they're playing football? Your mouth.
No, I know, but to be like, yeah, I spit on every field.
Rant's just not fucking.
Here's a hot button. Here's a hot button.
I also don't believe it.
Both Jalen Carter and Dart should have both been ejected from the game. If you don't have the common decency to, when Mike Pereira came, by the way, my rant of all rants, if I see another game on fucking YouTube, this will be the last hit stick I'm on. The amount of buffering that I got, and I have a high internet package, and then all of a sudden I hear, we're going to cut to Mr. Beast. I'll kill you with my bare hands. I'm not 12 years old. I don't care how many wells he's building. I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast ever. I've never watched him. I'm sorry if you do. Not my cup of tea. I don't want to see him with the crazy Charger lady that's a government plant and this fucking Chiefs fan that probably couldn't name 3 players on the team. All I'm saying was, when he full-on bitch slapped Kelce, which Kelce pushed him, which whatever. Kelce's an instigator from way back. He'll do it all the time. And then Mike Pereira comes on. I think it was Pereira. It might have been one of those fucking whoever, a fucking rules guy that's useless. The announcer should know the rules by now. Mark turned that on, said that to me last show or 2 years ago, and I never, every time they come on, I want to kill him. But he slaps him and he goes, well, by the letter of the law, it was open hand, so it just can result in a 50-yard penalty. I said, you get one? You get one a game? Motherfucker, every time I'm fighting the player, I'm beating the fuck out of the person. How do you get one? Well, if he closed his fist. You mean if he broke his hand on his helmet, but you can slap the living shit out of someone? I'm telling you right now, Jalen Carter should, next time he played Dash Prescott, just walk up to him, smack him, be like, I get one, bitch. 15 yards. We're good. But when he said that, I was like, Jalen Carter, he doesn't get one lookie, but Dart gets a full hit.
It's so funny because
Carter
now
got one during Mahomes.
There's going to be a precedent of that to where someone is going to do that on purpose just to see if they get ejected or not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If Sue was still in the NFL.
Oh, baby.
Well, he was more of a stopper than,
Yeah, I don't think you can get away with the
I heard him on Bustin' the Boys explain that step on the ankle of Aaron Rodgers, and he's like, listen, you got to know, I was getting pushed back. I didn't know where I was, and they played the tape for me. He goes, "That's your interpretation of it. That's all I'm going to say." You were fully it's like he fully did it himself. Like there was no pushing. He's like, you knew, you felt for his ankle. Hey, I got fined for it. Probably letter of the law. You can decide, but I'm telling you what happened. So you're fucking psychopath.
The last great Nebraska player.
Ooh. I did love. I'm a big rule speech guy. When he chews out his team at halftime when they're just busting that team's ass, he goes, "I told you I don't care about the score. I care about the tape. And your tape looks horrible right now. Get it together." I'm like, fuck yeah. I'd run through a wall for you. I do want to just correct something. I was pretty hard on it last week. Or years past. Coho, wipe the smirk off your face. I think Kevin O'Connell is a top 5 head coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
I just want that on record. I can, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy to even pull out wins with those 3 whiteys. Hell yeah, man.
And Daniel Jones looks good in Indianapolis, and he was on the team for like 10 minutes.
Well, he was
that's
playing
not it.
That's Miami.
The ultra soft logos.
Okay. I'm just saying, if Daniel Jones somehow keeps that production up all season, I'll give some credit to Shane Steichen.
Daniel Jones was the same. Daniel Jones was the same as Trevor Lawrence for the last 4 years. I'm just look at the stats; they're there. One you defend, one you crucify. One had a way worse offensive line. So tell me that. So here we are at the drafting. So thanks to Mark and Chaka. When there are 3 games left that haven't been picked, that one will go to 3, but everything before that is 2. They'll be locked out at that point once there's 3 games left. So that means where you are in the draft order, which might just hurt Nazario more than anybody if we're thinking about it that way. So it might not really affect anybody on this call. But we're going to pick our draft order and where we want to go. So first up, the man that has been dominant for over a year now, Robert. Where would you like to draft now that we've changed the rule?
You're
Are you muted?
Can't hear
You're
you.
not muted on the StreamYard, but you're muted. Your mic's not working.
Yeah.
Did you click your switch?
This is like what
Better?
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the connector between it runs out.
He's been trying to talk for the last 15 minutes because it's been
No, it's been running it out. Usually when you do the hot hand stuff, you're not supposed to go away from what happens, but I'm actually going to go to the opposite. I'm going to pick first overall.
Okay. No, man, I love you. Good guy. Yeah. Good guy. Great guy. Well, listen. Well, listen, bitch. I'm not getting far away from you tonight. I'm gonna go 2 because I'll steal on the back end on the way forward. So I'm at number 2. I believe Scully is 3rd. So Scully, where do you want to pick?
I'll go same strategy as I did last week. I'll pick 3rd again.
Okay. Mark, I think you're 2nd, right? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or would you like?
So 1, 2, and 3 are taken.
Yes. Do you want to be 4? Or do you want the snake?
Yeah, give me 4. I think I need 4.
Oh, we're gonna be fucked. I mean, this is sweet. And Bar, you beat Coho. So do you want to get the wraparound or do you want right after Mark?
I want the snake. Give me 6.
Okay.
He's chosen the snake.
Okay, so here we go. First pick is on the board. It is up for Robert. Robert, what team, and again, once you pick a team, pick what side of the coin you want. 30-second blurb of why you picked them. No one else interjects on that game unless you pick that game. So, Robert, who you want?
I know you're not supposed to do divisional games, and it's a revenge game, but my first pick is going to be Baltimore against Cleveland. They're at home. They just suffered a devastating loss. It would seem weird if they suffered 2 in a row, though they have started 0-2 and been fine through the years. But I don't see how it is that they don't recover and just absolutely stomp the shit out of this Browns team to try to make points that last week was fluky. So I will take the Ravens first.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers put up 34 points on the Jets.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills put up 41 on the Ravens, so maybe 70 this week. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills as one of my picks. I think it's going to be a good game, but overall, I think the Bills will prevail. If they can win last week, I think they will go into the Meadowlands and kill, especially divisional game. Like, they're not going to drop one to them. So that's my first pick. Bills. Scully, are you going to lock out one of these games already, or are you
I'm
going
gonna lock
to
out
pick
Ravens
something else?
Browns. All right. I mean, I think it's going to be a slaughter. I really do. That defense is going to look for something to prove, and they're going to prove it all over Joe Flacco's face. And
That's perverted. Am I mistaken? Was it last year or the year before that they won in that field goal? The Browns won in that field goal, and the Ravens they held them to 16 points or something. That's why it scares me. I know they're not the same teams at all. That's the only reason why I was a little hesitant on that. Mark, are you going to lock out Bills Jets, or you got somewhere else to go?
It's not going to be there on the turnaround, so I have to. I completely agree with pretty much everything that you said. The Jets don't look dead, which we will give them that. It's going to be a good game, but the Bills came back from the dead Sunday night, so the Bills are going to lose very few games this year, and I do not think they'll lose to the Jets once this year. So yeah, I'll lock out that one.
And by the way, for Coho and Bar, you weren't here last week. We'll rank them at the end. So if you have a whiteboard, make sure you get one close to you by the end of it, so we can write down our answers.
Is that going to be the same, or are you going to change it up on us, or I mean, I was really confused last time. I just want to make sure we're on the same.
I'm hoping you figured it out from last week and you can remember how to do it, where we're going to turn a board with all our 5s, our 4s, our 3s, our 2s, and our 1s to let us know what we're picking. So no one can go, Robert goes, I'm going to take the Bills for 5. And so then I'm sitting, or I'm going to take the Ravens for 5. And then Scully goes, I'm going to take the Ravens for 5, just so you match points. So it's easy to keep it mystery. All right, Coho. What game do you want?
I haven't seen a coach as bad as Callahan in a hot minute, so I'm going to take the Rams over the Titans.
I guess that.
Yeah. You didn't pick them last week, did you?
No, I didn't, and I wish I did.
Fake fucking fan. Bar, you get back-to-back, so what do you want?
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but give me them Cowboys to beat the Giants.
I mean, I can believe that.
I know it's a divisional game, but the Giants just look so bad.
Keep that energy. It's going to be like that for a real long time. And what's your back-to-back?
I don't know if it's going to come back around to me. You know what? Yeah, nah, fuck it. Give me the Rams.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
There's some low-hanging fruit, and I figured it would go early. All right, Coho, what do you want?
I'm going to stay in the city of Los Angeles. I'm going to take the Chargers over the Raiders on Monday night. Divisional game could be a scary pick, but I think the Chargers looked extremely complete against the Chiefs. I don't expect them to look any worse against the Raiders, who are worse than the Chiefs.
Interesting. Okay. Mark.
Yeah, I'm. No, those are more risky. That one. Yeah, I'll just lock out the Cowboys and the Giants game. It just the Giants look like they're at least going to do stuff on offense, and the Giants, they'll play all the games this year.
They're going to play 4 quarters. That's for sure, man.
They'll be there. I know that for a fact.
They're going nowhere. All right. Scully, what do you want?
Mac Jones, Pac-Man Jones, Deion Jones, it don't matter. 49ers over the Saints.
Better you than me, man.
Lakers in 5. Taco Bell Motel. 49ers in 5. All right, interesting. Zario's gonna be pissed if that game gets locked out. Me. First game. Yep, I am going to take the Cardinals over the Panthers. I believe that defense, running back by committee of Connor and Benson, they couldn't really stop ETN this past week. And then, oh, wait, Kyler Murray can also run. So overall, you add that up, it sounds like a perfect storm for a win. So I'm going to take the Cardinals. Robert, you get back to back. Don't piss me off.
Do it.
Muted.
You're muted
You might
again,
talk
man.
again, yeah.
Fuck, it keeps happening. I'm probably gonna piss you off, Cody. More than likely.
That's fair.
That's kind of what we're here to do.
It's kind of our thing.
Do it.
It's the home opener. The other team that's coming in did not look too good with their high-priced free agent quarterback, who Cahoe believes is the worst. I don't like picking my team 2 weeks in a row, but I think, they'll clean some stuff up, I think. And they don't usually lose home openers unless they're playing like a juggernaut. So I will take the Steelers over Seahawks first.
Renegade is going to hit like fucking crap. I like it. And your next pick?
They proved well for me last week, even though it got a little hairy and dicey there near the end. I'm going to lock out Arizona over Carolina as well.
Damn.
Oh, that was so weird. My thing suggested what I should fill it in with. Don't ever do that again. Don't you fuck off. We're getting closer to the fucking robots taking over and killing us all, so I just want to tell them.
Yeah.
Sad day. Sad day, bad day. Okay, my next pick for a while. Gotta make it count because this will be my next 3. Home opener. Oh no, they played pretty close to each other, didn't they? Oh, that's fine. That's right there. I'm gonna say the defense is strong enough. I'm gonna take the Broncos again. Gonna take the Broncos. Sure, the Miami defense let Daniel Jones do whatever he wanted. Welcome back to reality. I think they're going to. I think that front 7 is going to be in his fucking face all day long. And if I'm wrong again, then we need to have a different conversation next week about the Colts being for real, because that's what the conversation would retain if they do beat that team. Houston has competition in that division.
We said the same thing about the Saints last year, though.
True. 41-41. There's like 40 points both back-to-back, and then lost 7 in a row. Okay. Scully, you're up.
I don't think this one's going to be there on the turnaround, so I'm going to take the Patriots over the Dolphins. I don't love how New England
Going
played.
to Miami.
Yeah.
I don't love how New England played last week, but I hate how Miami played last week.
Is Gonzalez going to be back?
I think even if he's not back,
Or
Mike Vrabel will be able to dissect that Dolphins offense pretty easily.
Mark, you are up. I hope everybody's keeping track of where they are. If you don't know what has been picked, I will let you know. But just heads up.
I write all these down because I'm worried about that.
I got a little thing up here. Shit. I have one higher ranked, but I'm thinking about the hat. The hat is really driving my decision making here right now. I don't know about you guys, but
The hat?
the hat. The next year's hat. Yeah, that hat is the next year's hat.
Oh, next year's. Oh, can we real say those new NFL hats? Horrible. Who designed those? Tiny ass fucking logo. What are we doing here? What are we, children? Done. Okay, go ahead. Oh, why? You don't want to wear a Longhorn hat? Hook them, baby.
No.
Have Jim Green show up to your house.
And Blue Jays lose. Oh, they're losing.
I think they showed me enough last week overseas. So I'll lock out the Chargers Raiders. I'll take the Chargers. And yeah.
Great pick. Great pick. It has me worried because it's a divisional game and they're a home opener, but I totally understand that justification. Dude, Nazaro with the remaining picks may go 0-5. It's going to be so hard to navigate. Oh no!
Really motivates you to want to be here every week.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Coho, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Lock it up. I'm taking Patriots over Dolphins. I do not gotta chase the Dolphins. Dolphins suck. Chase the Dolphins.
Scully hates this.
What? What happened?
The fact that Coho agrees with him.
Yeah, the fact that Coho took this too.
Oh no! Okay, I thought. Sorry, Blue Jays. I thought the Blue Jays was tied to the Blue Jays. That's my bad. Oh no. So go ahead.
Oh shit.
Bar. What do you want?
Yeah, this is tough now.
Give me 2 games back.
Give me the Bucks over the Texans.
Oh, okay. Is that? Oh, that's also Monday night. We got some.
I don't know how that's hard for you, Bar. You picked them to start out 5-0. Like that should be money in the bank.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of a fucking fraud. If we're being honest.
And then which one do I go with after that?
Great question. I can't make that decision for you.
I know.
There's a few games I don't know when will be touched. It'll be on that way through and be like, if I have to, I guess I'll pick this team. I think 2 made it way better. Made it way more competitive, I think.
Give me the Packers.
Okay. I thought that was going to sit there for a while. Okay, I get that.
Question.
That's just a hopeful for your division, right? Let's just bury him right now. Let the Packers do the work.
Have the Steelers been locked out yet?
Steelers have not been locked out.
Lock them out. I'm taking the Steelers over the Seahawks. Welcome back to Earth, Sam Darnold.
Robert,
I feel your pain, Scully.
Quick cut to you. How does it feel to be in lockstep with?
Well, we did it last week, I guess, and it was fine. So.
I said that's true. Okay, Mark.
Give
me a ground ball. Just give me a ground ball.
One is between 1 and 2. Yeah. Okay. I'll lock out the Monday night slate. Give me the Bucks beating the Texans. I got to see it from the Texans before we start going there. So yeah, like
Okay. I love it that my game that I'm circling is still available and I will be able to pick it. So thank you so much for that. All right. Scully, what do you want?
Picked them to go 5-0. Not backing down. Taking the Eagles over the Chiefs.
Jalen Carter confirmed apparently keeping spit inside mouth, so it looks like good odds there.
Maybe
You're
this
not gonna
time
listen
he
to that
will
Gaston
intercept
song.
the spike.
Can we just say real quick, if that had happened where like Chris Jones spit on a guy, and then they were playing the Eagles next week, and they said that because he did at the beginning of week 1, that game counts as a suspension, the league would explode with rigged allegations. They would be like, "Oh, fuck."
Most likely. I'm gonna go with the Lions. I think they bounce back. Its opener in Detroit. I think I'm gonna kill myself.
What?
I hate this.
Fucking
I'm sorry.
useless franchise.
Oh, they had jobs to do and they fucking suck. Yeah, Lions. I think Caleb Williams is the guy. I think the front seven. They didn't keep it close in Green Bay, but I think Green Bay is miles better than the Bears. So I think they lose this game. Robert, you get back to back to close it out.
Hooray! This is where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be at the back end of.
IKF does it.
So there's one game that hasn't been locked out. I'm a little surprised, maybe. I will lock out Denver over Indy. Sorry, Cody. I feel like this will be, as you said, kind of the coming back to earth game. And if it's not, then we have to have serious discussions that I don't think anybody really wants to have. I don't think the world wants to have it. I don't think the football gods want to have it. So I think we'll just kind of course correct as we should.
Or if Indy wins, then Orange Man is probably serving 3 terms, and we'll just have a whole other conversation that the world's ending.
No question.
Vice President Daniel Jones. I'm gonna kill myself. Okay.
Not if Mike Pence has the courage to do the right thing.
George Springer just hit a home run right now. Put me out of my misery. And what's your last game?
Now we're starting to get a little.
The remaining games that people can pick: Atlanta and Vikings hasn't been picked.
Yeah.
Philadelphia and Bengals and Jacksonville hasn't been touched. And then Washington and Packers have one. But again, when there's 3 games left, they'll be available for 3 straight picks.
I feel the same way, Mark. I feel the same way.
Yeah, so I don't like to do this. We're in a sad state of affairs.
We're about to lock up the same game.
I don't know if we are. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we are. I don't know. I was not super encouraged by what I saw the other night, but given the opponent and given where the game is, I'm going to take the Vikings over.
Oh,
Atlanta.
We're definitely not locking it up. Yeah. Okay.
I think I know.
They are going to the bank.
Yeah, going to the bank.
And that place is hard to play because it's the bank.
It is a hard place to play.
Jacksonville does play in a bank though as well, so.
All right. I'm going to make it real interesting for everybody. Bengals against Jacksonville. I think defense looked better than I thought they would. Not saying they will look better against this team, but I think the firepower, they'll be able to do well against Jacksonville.
Carbon copy of week 1 last year.
Yeah, but again, I had to just put it out there because I don't trust.
Taylor is now 2-11 in weeks 1 and 2 in his NFL career.
Yeah, because he won last week. Look at that narrative switch. And next week, he'll win this one. Watch what happens. Yeah, so that's my last pick. Scully, close out your last pick.
I can't in good conscience do that. So I will instead lock out the Vikings over the Falcons.
Motherfucker!
Yay.
I think
You
coaching
let him
matters.
go. Why?
I think Michael Penix is going to be a very good quarterback for a long time in this league. I think their offense is great. I think coaching matters though, and Kevin O'Connell wipes the floor with Raheem Morris every day of the week. So give me the Vikings.
So just correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. So now that game is gone.
I got a good record. I think, yeah. From what I can see, the
So
Jaguars and the Bengals are
Nazario is going to have to pick between the Eagles and Kansas City, 49ers and Saints, Lions and Chicago, Jacksonville and Bengals, and then Commanders, Packers. Okay. Just making sure we're on the record. So those are the 3 games. Those are the 5 games he will pick from. The rest can fall out how they fall out. So, Coho leaving the Vikings till the end, hoping to. Oh, let's Mark first. Mark, you're up.
Let's fucking go, Cody.
What?
Roby Gonzalez, lead off homer.
Sick. I have him in fantasy.
I'm
It's
gonna
great.
lose my fucking shit.
You
I
know,
didn't see it because I was crying. Go ahead.
I think Robert said it perfectly at the beginning of the show. This last pick should be really, really easy. But I'm not going to do it. I can't do. Like, if Brock Purdy is in there, who's going to be on offense? Who's going to be there? I don't know. And frankly, I don't want to know. So, I'm just going to lock out, or am I locking out? Or no, he's going to pick it. Whatever. I'll take the fucking Thursday night game. Give me Green Bay over Washington. They look like the best team in the NFC on Sunday, so I feel solid. I feel okay. Let's just do that.
Okay. And Coho.
So my options, to be clear, are Chicago, Detroit, Cincy, Jacksonville, San Fran, and New Orleans.
Hold on.
And Eagles, Chiefs.
Eagles, Chiefs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you can. Yes, those are your 2 remaining.
Okay. So I want to make sure. Okay.
Because the 3 extra is going to be Nazario adding, so you were all still locking out where we're at.
Gotcha. Okay.
He gets to pick 49. It just doesn't seem like we're baiting him.
I hate to do this.
Okay.
I hate to do this because I have no faith in this fucking team so goddamn ever. But I think Dan Campbell is a man of hubris, and he will not let Ben Johnson come into their stadium and win in the home opener back. I will take the Lions over the Bears, and that'll be one of the rare Lions wins this season.
Rare Lions win.
I think the Lions are like a 5-6 win team this year. To be clear.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're so lost in the sauce.
They are bad. They played terrible. They have no.
They played one of the best teams in the NFC.
Yeah, and they're going to look terrible against the Bears and the Vikings.
What are the Lions picking?
They won't look terrible. They're going to look terrible against a lot of good teams this year. They have a first place schedule. That's the problem.
We're cooking, Scully. We're cooking.
But I will give them the Bears win.
You know, I have 3 Red Sox in my fantasy lineup right now.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thank you for your services.
Minnesota is winning.
And I have 3 pillows on my bed. I'd like to get to there.
Why don't you quit fucking bitching, old man? Get a different. I'm sorry, that's rude. Sorry. Go ahead. What's your last pick?
Man, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy.
Go crazy.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna make Nazario choose between the Eagles and Chiefs because that's gonna make him so mad that he has
He still gets to pick the 49ers.
I know,
Okay.
but still, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna take a swing here. Duval.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Jaguars to beat the Bengals. I just don't trust Zach Taylor until week 2 is over.
You gotta stop the sentence that I don't trust Zach Taylor, to be clear.
That's a Scully line. So that's the only one this week that we have differing picks on. So everybody grab your whiteboard. We're gonna start with number 5. What's your 5-point game? Okay.
Yeah, it's just the 5.
I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. I'm gonna knock that mustache off your face.
Oh, I don't got it.
We know.
Can't find the market. Gotta open, break open this bad boy. Hang on. That's it.
Yeah.
Come on. Get it. Gotta open this thing.
What are you doing?
I can't find the market.
Oh.
Back. All right, everybody.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, are you fucking?
Yeah. Well, listen, I was definitely fucking with you before. This time, like I was trying.
Another stolen base.
I know, 28 for 28. We're gonna be tied 2 games. It's the fuck. Oh God, why couldn't Houston just win?
Because the Astros are a useless franchise. Oh, shit.
Oh, did he just homer? He just fucking homered. Ah! Oh, Rob against the lefty. 463 feet. Springs, you should have stayed in Tampa. Fucking wild.
Whenever Tampa trades a pitcher, that's usually a bad sign.
That's the reason they don't want you, because you're bad. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Mark, what's your 5-point game?
Give me the Buffalo Bills.
Bills. You. Oh,
Rams.
Ravens.
pretty easy. Okay. I'm just going to type these in real quick, so give me a second. Oh, so that's the radio. Scully has the radios. Bills. So Bills, Rams, Ravens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me when you are ready.
If you could swing at a strike in the zone for one, that would be awesome.
Well, it's a lefty. He doesn't understand what they do witchcraft up there. He gets confused. He thinks they call them a slur. He wishes he had a tennis racket. Right down the dick.
Right.
I knew he's the automatic out against lefty. It just always is. How he's not batting ninth against lefties is crazy to me. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Mark.
I mean, them boys.
I also have them boys.
Okay, you just cut your fucking turn for no fucking good fucking reason. Disrespect.
Oh, sorry. It's just the.
Gotta go to bed.
I'll take the Steelers.
Here we go. Taylor. Here we go. Robert. Pittsburgh going to the Super Bowl. Here we go.
I hate this so much.
Why? Oh, because you're matching with Coho.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you thought my singing. I thought it was great. Scully,
No,
what do
your
you
singing's great.
It doesn't matter who's a quarterback because Spencer Rattler has never won an NFL game he has started. It's the 49ers. Jesus.
Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. 3-pointer.
What did you pick, Cody?
I guess I didn't. Cardinals was my 4. I don't have it anymore, but I picked the Cardinals.
Just is.
Here we go.
Palamalu. It's Palamalu.
Dude, our new pitcher has hops.
He looks like he's 15.
Oh, I love it. Be younger. We get you for the next 40 years. I'm fine with that. Let's go.
He looks like Jackson Holiday a bit, actually.
He does. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Mark.
Even though they decide to suck, when I start to trust them, I'll still take the Chargers here for 3.
Coho.
Give me the Patriots.
Trusting again.
They burned me twice.
Bar.
It's over.
Buccaneers.
I forgot that I didn't go because I was thinking Pittsburgh last time and I didn't pay attention to this. And the Broncos. Robert.
I was gonna tie you, Cody, but I'm gonna go with the Cards of Arizona.
Okay. And Scully.
EEGELES.
All right, now put your 2-pointer because your 1-pointer will be decided after this. Pretty easy. Here we go. Here we go. Let's are going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. I just loved watching fans like do the extreme Pittsburgh accent talking about Rodgers, but like, man, we had the quarterback with gloves. He sucked. We had Mr. Unlimited. He sucked. Give me the 40-year-old. Guys got it. Like, yeah.
Go downtown there. See him fling the ball.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was worst.
Salvi or something. He's a comedian, the big guy. He's a Ravens fan. He's like, I swear to God, I'm gonna put a gun in my fucking mouth, man. I swear. Bring me back fucking Flacco, man. Where the fuck's Flacco?
There was magic. There was magic about
fumbled
Flacco.
the ball. He would give me Flacco.
If I had my way, I'd shoot myself up in a cabin in the Poconos. That would be fun.
The freaking Poconos. It's great. Mark.
Yeah, give me Baker's Bucks.
I knew that was coming. I'm the Lions for 2. Coho.
For 2 points, I trust the Chargers, which means I don't trust the stinky doo-doo Lions for 1.
He didn't ask for that one yet.
You have the Chargers for 2? I didn't ask for your 2, so that's so. Oh, you're 1. That's so interesting that you gave it to me, though. Thank you. Bar.
Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, bum. Go, Pack, go.
Dude, hey, we have 2 members that were abused. You don't do things to bring back PTSD.
Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, bum.
I'm so sorry, Scully and Coho. Like, we'll do an extra therapy session later. I bet those discount double check days were really hard for you. Robert.
What did Russ used to say about the Broncos? We like ride them high. What was his call card?
Broncos country. Let's ride.
That's right.
Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Oh, you put him for 2? Yeah, you're interested in the Colts. You think the Colts got it, maybe? Scully.
Very happy I didn't take him for 3 because then I'd be matching Coho again. The Patriots.
So that's your 2. So you're putting your Vikings at 1. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Nazario will have to pick from the remaining games of the Washington Commanders and the versus Packers, Jaguars versus Bengals, Bears versus Lions, 49ers versus Saints, and Eagles versus Chiefs. He'll get his punt total. I will drop it just to let everybody know.
Is the Jags Bengals locked?
Uh-huh.
I thought Jags Bengals was locked.
I wish you would just pay attention to what I said. I suck at math. So he's going to have 5 games to pick from. Those are the 5 remaining games. So Eagles only had 1, Saints only had 1, and the remaining 3 will have the extra ones. So that's where he goes. Just to keep it up, shout out to the entire crew up until, bar even. All of us went 4-1 basically for the entire week. Coho 3-2. Remember, you have to wear a hat if you lose for 4 weeks on this show. Also, I did tell you, if you somehow drop out of this show, we had a whole conversation, and as the executive of Multiplex Entertainment, if you drop out of the bet, and somehow Hitstick becomes a afterthought for you, and you still lose, next season of Blockbuster Brawl, you'll be wearing a Packers hat while hosting. So or it doesn't happen. So at least stay on and get here for the 4 weeks next week. Or Blockbuster Brawl will be presented by Wisconsin Cheddar. So that would be a lot of fun. We're kind of leaning for that one. We kind of hope for that one to happen, but overall, we like you on the show. And in 3 weeks, not this week, the following week, week 3, after week 3, Coho's top 10 power rankings are going to return. So he's going to give his top 10. We're not doing the whole list, but he's going to say what teams are. How many teams make the playoffs?
16.
14.
14.
Yeah, 12.
14. So 7 NFC, 7 AFC. Your power rankings. So you'll do the top 14 teams from 7 in the conference and tell us where you think their odds of making the playoffs are. And then we'll ridicule you for it. It's the best part. So I thank everybody for being on. Enjoy week 2 of the NFL. Should be a lot of fun. We'll be back next week on a regular scheduled program of Wednesday. I'm finally taking a vacation that I haven't had in years, so I will be gone after tomorrow. So appreciate you all. Bye.